Wow, what a good-looking crowd. The lights are bright, I can't see you all, but very good-looking. So, Ani, Boju, Nagani, Anishtabekanini, Stacey Laforme, Disnakas, Credit Dunjaba, Mainga Dodam, Mississauga, Nishnabe Dao. I just said, hey. I told you my name, which is Leeds People Man. I'm Chief Stacey Laforme of the Mississaugas as a credit of the Anishinaabe. I told you where I'm from and what my clan is. If I follow my mother, I would be a turtle clan. If I follow my father, I'd be a wolf clan. So I've chosen to follow the wolf clan because I think it's sexy. See, now, and really, who's ever gone into the forest and said, wow, look at that turtle, it took my breath away? I joke I could never get away with that in a room full of elders. So I'd like to acknowledge the Creator, the world around us, and our place within it. I'd like to acknowledge the many nations who call this land home. I'd like to acknowledge the Indigenous and the non-Indigenous brothers and sisters who walked this land in the past and those who walk it today, and welcome you to the treaty lands of the Mississaugas of the credit of the Anishinaabe. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Wait, you clapped like you thought I was done. I would offer you this prayer as you begin your events. We give thanks to the Creator for allowing this gathering. We ask that He guide us and forgive us when we falter and disappoint. For though we aspire to greatness, we are, after all, only human. Grant us a clear mind, a pure heart, and courage. A clear mind to make well-thought-out, intelligent decisions. A pure heart to make decisions that are without personal bias or desire. And the courage to use both, a clear mind and a pure heart in our lives. Let us set aside small differences. Let us concentrate on the real issues. Let us not be bogged down in rhetoric. Let us live each day with a feeling of accomplishment and pride. Most important, let us remember, we are not adversaries, nor are we enemies. We share a similar past, a kindred spirit, and a common heritage. We must always remember the real reason we gather, to do the right thing for our people, our children, our future. So, do you like the shirt? So, the flowers on my shirt say, I remember Mother Earth in her youth and her beauty, and I remember my obligation to Mother Earth. I encourage all people to wear something that reminds them of the earth. You know, you don't have to wear flowers because not every man can pull off flowers. But something that reminds you of the earth so that you can teach others. You know, I was in a store once, and a man came up to me and goes, that's a nice shirt. And I said, thanks. He goes, it takes a special kind of man to wear a shirt like that. So I chuckled and said, thank you. But when I was young, I would have been too afraid to dress like this, too afraid of what others would say or what I thought they would say. But the truth is, we should never have to change to fit into society. The world around us should adapt to embrace our uniqueness. And I think that's a very important message that we need to carry out. It's a pleasure to be here. Your organization, including Honoring Indigenous Peoples, has done much to raise awareness and bring education to the many Indigenous issues, including education itself. You know, Canada is known as a country, and Rotary is known as an international organization that supports those around the world in need. And honestly, from my heart, I tell you that the Indigenous people of this land and the Indigenous people of the world are in need. So stand with us, work with us, and walk with us. I offer you this poem, which I think is in keeping with the theme of this event. It's simply called Walk With Me. Take my hand, face this world with me. See the world as I see the world. Understand the world as I understand it. Let us learn from each other. Laugh with me, cry with me, fight for me, fight with me. Pray with me, pray for me, face this world with me. Let us walk together. Let us rejoice in the light, or be by my side when the dark claims me. Whatever tomorrow may bring, let us walk together. Let us face it side by side. The first step is to know each other. Remember, no one travels the world alone. So, the following is a reminder that we must be better caretakers of this land. And I wrote this poem from the perspective of our Mother, the Earth, and this is her talking to you as I would interpret it. And it's what's going to happen if we don't do better. Why do you hurt me when I have nothing but love for you? I have seen you crawl from the dark into the light. I have watched you learn to walk and then to fly. I have seen you squabble and fight. I have cheered for you, and I have feared for you. I give freely of what is mine to give, yet you take more than I am able. You hurt me more and more. You ignore my pain and my cries. I am ancient, but I am not immortal. I have a time. Why do you seek to rob me of it? Through the years I have been here for you and yours, for your grandmothers and their grandmothers and their grandmothers. I would stay to see your children raise their children, but I cannot, for I am dying. I do not measure the passing of time as you do. Nevertheless, I know my time is coming, and it is soon. I love you, my children, but I fear I will fail you. And even though you have failed me first, anger is not in me, for I was created of love, as were you. Therefore, the toughest part of goodbye is knowing that you cannot go on without me, that your time will end far too soon, and no one will know. This great journey, this grand adventure called humanity, will be undone as if it never existed. I will care for you as long as I am able, yet when the rivers no longer flow, when the trees die, when the wind rages and the storms come, know that it is not my anger, it is the end of the love I can no longer give, the love you can no longer take. It is my end, and sadly, it is yours.